Okay, so now we're going to get Tidus' celestial weapon, and step 1 of getting any celestial weapon is to get, why do I always do this, is to get the celestial mirror. And if you want to find out how to get the celestial mirror, refer to the previous part and I show it in there. So let's head to the Calm Lands, because that's where we need to be in order to get the celestial weapon. For some reason the guys at Square decided that it was going to be a good idea to base Tidus' celestial weapon around Chocobo Racing.
Yeehaw! Here we go!
Madness, I know, but that's the way it is. So what you will need to do is chat with the Chocobo trainer and make sure you complete your Chocobo training, and the final task of the Chocobo training is a race. So you need to do 2 things. First of all, let me show you something before we get going. First I will show you where Tidus' celestial weapon actually is, if I can get out of this bit. It's all the way in this top corner of the Calm Lands. There's a little kind of pathway down here, and if you go down there you'll be able to activate Tidus' celestial weapon. But there is a bloke guarding it. So for whatever reason we can't go down there, because obviously they fear the power of the weapon that lies in there. So how on earth do we get that man to move? It turns out that that guy is the father of the Chocobo trainer. So first of all, don't try anything funny with the Chocobo trainer because her dad's around, so you might get in trouble. But also, if you manage to beat her in the Chocobo race, he leaves his post to come down and congratulate you because he's so amazed by what you've achieved. So step 1 is to complete Chocobo training and beat the Chocobo trainer in the race. So because in the main story I didn't bother with anything other than just being able to ride the Chocobo, I'm still in the very early stages. Okay. So you can use the analog stick, but I've found that I did a bit of practice on this yesterday just to prepare for today, because usually it takes so long to do this race properly. I tend to, even though you can use the analog stick, I think the D-pad is preferable. And also, this goes without saying, it's something that it's a mistake that I made quite often, is that you don't need to press forward. I know it sounds obvious, but the Chocobo runs by itself. Oh, fuck! No comment. So, as I was saying, you don't need to press forward, the Chocobo runs by itself. So that's good. And it makes it easier to steer as well. If you try to focus, especially if you're using the D-pad, try and focus on going forward and also steering at the same time, it makes it a little bit more difficult. Fuck this game. Honestly, it's easier to beat her in the Chocobo race than it is to do this. I always start off well, but then it gets difficult. The only problem with these things that fly towards you is when you don't get a lot of time to react in order to avoid them. Oh, come on. Stupid game. You see, when you come near the end, they come straight at you without you having a chance to do anything about it. Okay. There you go. Nice and easy. 3 attempts. And the first one was a complete failure, so this is not going to cause you too many problems. You're not going to take more than a few minutes to get through this. Okay. Let's do something else. Okay. So it's even more difficult than the previous one. So if the last one took 3 attempts, it's probably going to take about 5. Let's see how we go. So, oh fuck. So they have those balls that split up in the air, and they have birds as well. Come on. I suck at this game. Attempt 1, 21.1. Yes, I'm shit. Let's try again. Judging by what you've seen so far, you're probably thinking, how on earth is this guy supposed to get the sigil? But I will get it. It just takes a while for me to get going. I've never had a playthrough where I've been unable to get it, so I should be okay. Oh, come on, let me through! I didn't think it was gonna respawn that quickly. It seems like when you get to the end, the bird and the blitzballs respawn really quickly. So if you get hit, you can start getting hit twice in a row very quickly. You have to make sure you kind of do 2 movements away. So if you don't do 2, then you're pretty much guaranteed to get hit. Ah, shit! Ah, damn it. So that was attempt 3. I think the most annoying thing about the whole Chocobo thing in general is just that you cannot restart once you get going. So that makes it really extra annoying. So you have to, like, let's say there's a run where you know you fucked up, you have to ride it through to the end. Oh, come on! No! It's just that they respawn too quickly at the end, and to avoid them you go left, and you fucking miss it. It's literally, the first half is not a problem at all. I say that and then I get hit. Twice. Fuck you and your fucking blitzballs, seriously. You see, how can I get hit there? I was literally 4 centimeters off the finish line. I'm telling you, it's easier to beat her in the race. Just believe me on this. Ah, come on, if I could avoid... No, I need to avoid 1 more hit. Oh, you fucking fucks. So you can only get hit twice. It's not my fault, it's your stupid fucking blitzballs that split magically afterwards. That didn't even hit me. That went behind me. You see, that one actually hit me, so did that one. The ones that are supposed to hit you don't. No, there is no way that it could have got me there. Okay, this is a better run, come on. Make it, make it. Oh, fuck, if I didn't get hit. I think I made it. I think I did it. Yes. Do I have to beat it? Yes. Oh. So for a guy that took like 15 attempts to get this, it's probably going to take me ages to get the Sun Sigil. But I will do my best. I think I can do it. Alright, here we go. It's the big race. Okay. So, winning the race, honestly, is not a big deal at all. Each balloon you pick up shaves 3 seconds off your final time. Each bird that hits you adds 3 seconds to your time. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So I think if you get a time of around 35-ish, it should be. I mean, more often than not, she tends to be like in the 35 range. So based on where the balloons randomly spawn when you begin the race, you might be able to grab the first few, or you might not. But don't worry too much about the birds. In order to beat her, you can afford to get hit by 2 or 3 birds. Maybe even 4, provided that you get a lot of balloons. So just keep picking up them balloons. Ah, want that balloon? Yes. I think I've got this. I should be able to defeat her. And you can cut through here for the finish. I think I've got enough balloons to win here. Yeah. 1 more bird, but 4 more balloons. Okay, so the target time was 45 and I got 21.3. Won the race first time. So like I said, this is much easier than the stupid training that I did last time. Level 3 key sphere. Nice. Okay, so quit after you've beaten her and you will see the old man over here. And you get Chocobo License Trophy, which is nice. So this guy says, "Hey, I saw it, I saw the race. You were amazing, I can't believe you won. But you were lucky." No, I mean, sometimes she's hot, sometimes she's not. What? Who's watching the gorge? No one. Shouldn't hurt, right? Well, it seems like what you were guarding was important and I'm about to go and get it, so yes, it probably is. Okay, let's getteth Tidus' celestial weapon, the Caladbolg. It feels weird having to say it because I've never had to say it in like a commentary way, like out loud before. It feels weird saying it. The celestial mirror seems to react. Well then, use it. It's a cool looking sword, for sure. Not as cool as the Brotherhood, but it looks cool. There it is, Caladbolg. As far as I know, it comes from Celtic mythology. It's like apparently meant to be some super crazy powerful thing from there, from the Celtic mythology. Well, I'm sure you can find out for yourself, and I didn't equip a no encounters armor. Shizzle. Let's attack with Riku's God Hand. Oh, thanks for showing me how much damage it did. What the fuck? I had no way of seeing how much damage she did. 38,000. That's nice to see, isn't it? So those enemies have very low defense, but with 107 strength, she's doing 38,000. Pretty sweet. Back to no encounters. So now you have the Caladbolg in your possession. Now you want the crest and the sigil. The ones that refer to Tidus are the Sun Crest and the Sun Sigil. The Sun Crest, you'll notice I already have it in my inventory. The reason for that is, if you watch the end of part 72, watch what happens after the battle with Unaleska. There is something that I have to get here before I leave, because if I don't get it now, then I have to face Dark Bahamut first before I can get it. So you go up that magic kind of warp step thing, and you get this. So I guess I can kind of show a replay of this when I'm actually doing the celestial weapons, but I had to get that now. Otherwise, in this little circle bit, you meet Dark Bahamut, and he's one of the more difficult Dark Aeons. So that's how you get the Sun Crest. You can refer to the end of part 72 for that. But once you have it, we need to get the Sun Sigil. So the question is, how do you get the Sun Sigil? Well, I did say that Square thought it would be a nice idea to make it all revolve around Chocobo racing. And what they've done, the clever guys, is make it tied into the Chocobo race once again. What you have to do is to do the Chocobo race, and you have to get a time of under 0 seconds. You heard me, under 0 seconds. So the target time that she gave for us to beat was 45 seconds. I got it in 21 seconds, but to get the Sun Sigil you need to get less than 0 seconds. So obviously by less than 0 it means you need to have enough balloons that when you subtract the time it ends up being less than 0. So you need a good, I would say 14 balloons at least in order to do it. And obviously you have to hit no more than probably one bird throughout the whole thing. So a time of 0.00 exactly is not enough, it has to be less than 0. So this race is going to drive you crazy. I think yesterday I did it for practice just to see if I could still do it, and even though it was a while since I last did it, it took me about half an hour to 45 minutes to get it. So I'm hoping that I'll have better luck today. So what tips can I offer? Not really much, to be honest, other than just practice like hell. I mean, most of it is based on just practice. But if you'll notice, sometimes the balloons spawn in her favour, so she gets to grab the first few, and sometimes they'll spawn in your favour. So when they do spawn in your favour and you pick up like 4 or 5 before this first bit, make sure you're oh fuck off. Make sure you're grabbing those. Okay, so this was a shit attempt. I mean, the birds aren't too difficult to avoid, it's just making sure that you go down a good route and also get the balloons at the same time. It just makes it difficult. Sometimes you can try and kind of stay behind her in order for her to absorb the hits. And cut through here as well. So, I mean, beating her is no longer going to be a problem, but you know, getting anywhere near 0 seconds is going to be tough. Okay, she beat me, but still. I think once I had the Chocobo trainer herself get 0.0 seconds, which was insane. Okay, so the phone rang, and obviously because, like I said, you can't retry, like midway through, you have to finish the race before you can give it another go. I completely left the controller and I did not steer the bird for the entire race, and I still beat the Chocobo trainer, which is pretty hilarious. But that's not what you need to do. You need to get less than 0, so good luck with that. Okay, so once I come here, I like to stick to the left predominantly. Sometimes the birds just spawn in awkward locations and that will just ruin your attempt, but if you stay left here you can kind of shortcut a little bit more than before. So stay left there to shorten the route a little bit. And they spawn really quickly there, those birds, so there is a chance that you could get hit repeatedly. So your time pretty much needs to be around, I would say about 38 seconds at least, 38, 37, something like that. And the balloon count, probably about at least 14. 14 for one, 15 for two possibly, something like that. So I think once you're getting under 15 seconds consistently, then you know that you're getting close. The way I see it, if you can get under 10 seconds in, you know, let's say you've been trying for a few hours and your best time is under 10 seconds, if you can get under 10, you should be able to do it. It's just a matter of time before you do. And even though you have full control of the Chocobo, it's still not, it doesn't still quite go exactly the way you want it to. You'll still miss a lot of balloons, like that for example. That it kind of turned left by itself there. Ah, see, that's what I mean. They're tough to pick up. But you see, this was a quick time, but I'm not sure I picked up enough balloons here. I think that was around like 35, 36 seconds. I might be close here, but I think I'm missing too many balloons. Yeah, see, bird 0, if I had got 2 or 3 more balloons, I probably would have actually got it here. And this was only attempt number 3, so 8.5, okay. So 8.5 after 3 attempts is good going. I think I should be able to do it today. But in all of my 45 minutes of attempts yesterday, I didn't have any clean runs at all. This was the first one I had with no bird hits, so I'm pretty happy with that. But obviously, being able to get 4 or 5 in this first stretch is really going to help you a lot. Shit. So it's just finding that balance between trying to avoid the birds and coming back for the balloons. Ah, you see, again, it kind of swayed to the right there. I didn't make it move right, but because of that I missed the balloon. Ah, come on. You see, at the end they spawn out that left side, and they will hit you quite frequently. So you see, I up the balloon count, but then I end up being slower and I hit more birds. So it's just one of those things, they kind of move in opposite directions. But trust me, you try it enough, there will be that one attempt where you make it happen. Oh, come on! That's fucked. Man, how is that Chocobo so far ahead? It's like it's using performance enhancing drugs. I jinxed it. And then I jinxed myself. You see, look, it just went right there completely by itself. I wanted to go left to get those balloons, but it decided to go right instead. Fuck. This tends to be how it goes. You kind of, you know, you get 15, 20, 25, and then you'll have one really good attempt where you'll go sub 10 seconds, and then you think, okay, I'm getting close, and then you'll start going backwards again. So it just keep at it. Like this one here, I've already got 6 balloons. So now the priority is going to be to avoid those annoying birds. Oh, okay, good. So as long as I can keep avoiding those. There we go. Yes, this is looking good. This is a good attempt. Please don't fail me now. Don't fucking fail me now. There's only one bird. We can still do it. We can still do it. We can. Oh fuck! Now we can't do it. Now we definitely can't do it. You fucking bird. Oh, that was a good attempt. Those 3 balloons at the end. Those 3 birds at the end with no balloons really fucked me over. Ah, oh, it's amazing how much of a difference it makes. Shit. Because when you think about it, the bird adds 3 seconds to your time, and you already lose about 1.5 seconds during the whole collision anyway. So it's like a 4.5 second penalty every time. So when you put it together, it's so you see that one there. This is what I'm talking about. There's no way you can avoid that. You can't plan for that in any way. Again, another one. So 2 in 1 attempt. But this is what I mean. That there's just some attempts you just have to really just say, look, it's not happening for me, and not let it kind of, you know, get to you. So just abandon it, as it were, just not worry too much about getting hit. Ah, okay, just slalom through those by itself, fantastic. I couldn't have done that if I tried. Even if I had control, I wouldn't be able to do it. You see, just missing all of those balloons on purpose. I tried to go for every single one, but it missed. Ridiculous. So you kind of, you have to understand the way the Chocobo steers, as unpredictable as it is. So again, if I'd have gotten those 2 or 3 extra balloons, I was done. I was finished. So, literally, I was 3 balloons away. You see, that's just so frustrating because it, as much as I tried to steer it towards the balloons, it ended up kind of slaloming through them by itself. Closing in. I mean, it's only been maybe 10 or 12 attempts. So, stay inside, don't go too far. Oh, fuck that. It's this little bit here before you turn in when the camera angle changes. That's the fun. Look, I only got 1 of those 4 balloons. It's that little bit before the camera angle changes that's really the most difficult, because you always have those birds that spawn out of nowhere. Okay, you might as well just give all of the balloons to the trainer. You see, when they're on this side, there's nothing you can do to get them. She gobbles them all up. It's not fair. So, I mean, there's no point in me even continuing this attempt, but I have to waste another minute, you know, until I get to the end and restart the next race. So, I mean, all of this just kind of adds to the whole frustration factor. I still end up with a fair few balloons at the end, but if I'd have gotten those early ones, then it might have made a difference. Because I missed a good 4 balloons, 5 balloons at the first, on the first straight. So again, 14 balloons, 15 balloons, it would have been. So this is what I mean, because if you're getting to these kind of stages, then that means that all it is just a little bit of luck to go your way, and you will be able to complete it. Because, you know, if after, let's say, you know, an hour of attempts, you're still not going sub 20, then you really need to improve your technique. Like me. Ugh. Yeah, every now and again, obviously, you're going to have some bum runs where you just screw everything up. Just use those runs to try and understand how you see, again, they just swerved left completely. I didn't press left at all. So it's almost like the first Chocobo that we tried, the one that you couldn't fully control. It's like a mixture of the two. Okay, so these ones are now in my favour, so I really need to make this attempt count now. I think she got that one. Ah. Okay, let the birds take care of her. Yes, that was good. See, sometimes the Chocobo does kind of change direction as it pleases, but sometimes it ends up working in your favour. I need those last balloons. This could be close, because I think I end up with like 15 balloons there. 16 balloons, this might be enough. This might be enough. Is it below or is it exact? If it's exact, I will cry. Yep, it's exactly 0. You son of a bitch. I knew this would happen while I was recording live commentary. I absolutely knew that this would happen. Oh, wait, it's not. Oh shit, it isn't. Okay. Oh crap, for a second I thought it was an exact run. Oh, fantastic. I'm so happy. I should have known when the trophy popped. I was about to say it's a glitch where the trophy pops even if you don't get below 0. Sun Sigil, yes. And it only took me like 15 minutes, so the practice from yesterday helped. I don't think I've ever got it by hitting 2 birds, by letting 2 birds hit me before. So 16 balloons and 2 birds, and a time of I think 37 seconds, something like that. Oh, I'm well chuffed with that. So chuffed in fact I didn't go to the save sphere as I should. That was good. I'm pretty sure in the if I put together all of the things that I said during the 15 attempts, it should give you, you know, the information that I can pass on, because there's not an exact science to it.
We're counting on you, kid.
Ah, I was really not looking forward to having to record that, so it's good that I did it. Because I wasn't concentrating yesterday when when I actually got a timer below 0, I don't remember getting the turbo ether first. So because she gave the turbo ether, I thought that was it. I thought I wasn't going to get the Sun Sigil. Just like anything in life, the key is perseverance, really. Life lessons from Dansko 8. See, I provide more than just entertainment and information about video games. Life lessons as well. Mentoring. It's all here. Okay, so now we are going to power up one of the best celestial weapons around. The Caladbolg. Yes, we have of them. That is a cool looking sword, I have to say. I know I've said it, but I do like it. Probably not the most effective sword in real life, but okay, let's take a look. Let's see if it's the same. Got a lot of vigilantes because I defeated all those cactars. So same, no AP, double overdrive. This will be the case for all of the celestial weapons. Until... yeah, he knows what's up. He's looking confident. And there we have it, a fully powered Caladbolg. Let's see what it looks like. Break damage limit, triple overdrive, evade encounter, magic counter. So, pretty cool. It's a shame it doesn't have something like a first strike, but at the end of the day, evade encounter and magic counter is a really nice combination. It hits back at everything, so it's a good one to have. Again, for Tidus, I don't need to customize anything else. This will be his weapon until the end of everything, including penance, so that's good.